All right, microphone check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. All right. So, actually, hold on. All right. Let's just. All right, and we're rolling. Oh, okay. Sorry for all this rustling noise. Okay. So, I've been wanting to do just a stream of consciousness style video, where I'm just talking. And as you can see, I'm on the move a lot, but mostly because I'm either going from my house to my job or my job to my house. So I figured this would be the best way to really just talk to y'all, because yeah, I don't know, it's just easier to talk when I'm doing something else, but I'm not doing something that requires a whole lot of focus. I can talk and drive for hours. I used to do Uber full time, so this is nothing. I used to do this, So, plus I want to try out this whole thing with the camera, because I had a music video idea where this was one of the angles. So, if this works out pretty well, then maybe I'll keep doing it. And I'll do that for the music video idea that I have. Anyway, I gotta stop saying and like so much. Damn. Okay, so what do I want to talk about? One of the things is I realized after doing the Culture Chords podcast, great podcast, by the way. Shout out Merlin. And if you have any help with that podcast, shout out to them too. What I realized is that I do a really bad job at telling y'all when I have something coming out. See, I did it again. So what'll happen is I don't like to tell people that I have music out without it actually being out, because I realize that I'm not the only thing that you're focused on that day. I'm not the only artist. I'm not the only whatever that you're gonna see that day. I'm not the only ad. So me coming on, say I have a snippet of a song that I want y'all to hear, right? And I put that up, and it's all, oh, I got a new song coming out, but it's not going to be out for 3 more weeks, yada, yada, yada. Here's a snippet. And then you want to hear the rest of it. You might not even read that it's not out yet. Because I know y'all don't read. Nobody reads. I don't read stuff, sir, a lot of times. A lot of times I'm skimming through stuff. So if you're like me and you just skim through something, you're just like, oh, I want to hear this song now. So, but it's not out yet. So there's no link. And I might have had your interest right then and there, but now I can't redirect that energy anywhere. It's just gone. And if you're somebody that's not following me, hell, even if you are following me, the algorithms might not even show that same snippet to you ever again. So it's almost as if every single impression matters that much more. But then I'm seeing on Threads, because I follow a lot of musicians on there, a lot of dope musicians. I see time and time again, it seems to work for them, And sometimes it just feels as if maybe I'm just not creative enough with my approach to telling people about my music. So, always construction, I swear, bro. I can't get away from construction. I moved out of Cleveland where there's construction everywhere. And now I come here and it's just the most random stuff. Like, I don't understand. Thank you for letting me go, bro. All right. So, I don't know. So this really what I want to do with this is I just want to talk to y'all, let y'all know what I got going on. So right now, I have just completed the recording, all the recordings for all the songs for my upcoming collaborative mixtape called Futuristic Fly Shit, Planet 23. This is something I've wanted to do for a while, because one of my main goals for this year was to grow my catalog or my collection of sounds. You know, I want to grow that so that the next time I go on a run like I had last year, where I was releasing singles every month, I want those singles to be able to bring you into my world. But, you know, what I noticed last year is, you know, people would listen to the one song and then maybe they wouldn't listen to another one, because there wasn't really anything there. So I feel like if I can just grow that catalog this year, then the next year and the next year and the next year, you know, that's when there's a real foundation there. And it's not just, oh, well, yeah, that was a cool song. I really wish there was more here. But yeah, so that's the main purpose of this. And I just wanted to do something fun, because my last project that I did, Clawing My Way Back, it was pretty heavy thematically, because I had a lot on my mind around that time. So it was really introspective, in my opinion, and I was kind of going through it. So now I just want to do something that's fun. Like one of the I feel like I'm gonna age myself for real, but it doesn't matter, because who cares? Who cares, honestly? I'm still young, give a fuck. Even if I was old, I don't care. I don't care, like, this shit is just... Anyway, off tangent, getting off topic. One of my inspirations is Lil Wayne, obviously. Like, if you're my age, I'm 28, about to be 29 soon, you're my age, Lil Wayne is just, he's one of the greats. He is probably the greatest, honestly, because one of the things I love about Wayne is that if you go back to, you know, different stuff like what was it? Like the Basement freestyles and stuff like that. You go and listen to all mixtapes and everything that he's done. Sometimes he'll reuse punchlines and certain rhyme schemes and stuff, but it never gets old. No matter what beat he spits it on, no matter, you know, I don't know. Like, I don't know if any other rapper can repeat themselves across different songs and stuff, and different renditions of similar rhyme schemes, and have it sound fresh and new every time, and still have it sound like wow, like, oh damn, really? Like, I didn't even know you could do that. I thought you had to be original every time. So anyway, I said all that to say this. One of my favorite mixtape series, even though it was pretty short, was the No Ceilings. Like, that mixtape, just the first one alone was like magic, bro. Like, I have listened to that mixtape so much, and really the whole mixtape was awesome. Like, whole mixtape was fire. But the ice cream paint job, swag surfing, watch my shoes, even the DOA, that one was pretty good. But really, those first three that I named, that's it. I've listened to those songs so much, and I was just like, I want to do that. I want to have a mixtape series where I just, I just rap, or I do whatever I want to do. And I don't have to think about themes. I don't have to think about a whole concept. I don't have to think about how's this going to be, I mean, I always think about the visuals, but what are the colors and the this and the that? And I just want to rap. I just want to make music. I just want to put something out there. So that's basically what futuristic fly shit is at the heart of it. This is something that I want to continue on, and I want it to just go. It's something that kind of shows a progression of my skills, a progression of, where I'm at, lyrically, musically, all that. And I don't want it to be a thing where, I kind of want it to be a thing where you might not know what to expect. Because this one, I titled it, like, the main name is Futuristic Fly Shit, right? But there's a colon, then Planet 23. The reason it has the Planet 23 on the end is because all the beats, except for one, all the beats on this project were made by Trey. Is That You? That's one of my producer homies. He's in Cleveland, and he just decided to send me a whole bunch of beats after we linked up before I moved out of Cleveland. And so yeah, I want this to kind of be like a thing where I bring people together, where I collaborate with people. Or sometimes it might just be me, and I'm just experimenting with a new sound, I kind of want it to feel like a journey if you do sit back, like, years later, and we're on Futuristic Fly Shit number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want you to be able to go back to 1 and then 2 and then 3 and kind of look at it like that. Like, okay, this is where he was at around this time. Okay, he was in this pocket. Okay, he was in this kind of bag, this kind of flow. I kind of describe it like how comic books have crossover events. So, you'll have Iron Man over here in his comic book series doing his thing. You'll have Spider-Man over there. You'll have the X-Men over on the side over there. But then there's a huge, universe altering event or threat that's coming. And they need everybody to team up. That's what Futuristic Fly Shit is. That it's the thing where it's like, this is different from the norm. But we're gonna bring, Thunderkidd and the Fly Jedi persona from over there, and we're gonna bring them in here. And then we're gonna pair them up with Versace Vern Boy. And it's a whole project. Or we're gonna team them up with a different producer. So you're not just hearing Thunderkidd on Thunderkidd beats. You're not hearing the Fly Jedi on Thunderkidd beats. You're hearing those type of rhymes, my style, mixed with somebody else's. But then sometimes it might just be me. I don't know. I might switch up. I might do an Andre 3K on y'all and and just put out just straight instrumental music. I don't know, you know? I might do that. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun switch up. Especially since I already make beats. Maybe I might do a futuristic fly shit where I take a back seat lyrically and I'm just doing all the beats and I'm kind of just showcasing other people's talents on the mic, you know? There's so many possibilities there. So that's really what I'm trying to do here. And I wanted to, okay, so the Planet 23, Trey calls his studio space Planet 23. So basically what that is, you know, he's a stoner for real. So Planet 23, he has this trippy vibe to his sound, you know. It's trippy, it's very futuristic, but also he's inspired by a lot of Memphis rap, rap from Texas, DJ Screw, 3-6 Mafia, you know, because he was actually born in Texas. So he has all that influence, and I love mashups. I love taking things that shouldn't be together, or maybe you wouldn't think would go together, and putting them together and mixing them. So like his style is way more dark and gritty sometimes than something that I would choose. Or sometimes it's more just straight hip hop, where mine tends to be like a beat I'm gonna make might be a little more musical because I grew up playing instruments. So my mind already kind of gravitates towards melodies. Where Trey, his thought process is more about the drums first and the rhythms. So it just gives the music a different bounce and a different texture to it. And texture is everything. So, you know, I'm still trying to find what my main texture is. But I feel like if we mix our textures together, it could make something totally different that could open up doors and open up different kind of possibilities for both of us. So that's where the Planet 23 comes from. Oh shit, camera's gonna shake. But yeah, that's where the Planet 23 comes from. And then the next futuristic fly shit, depending on the context, will probably have a different subtitle to it. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. This is something I've been coming up with and working on with Trey since about September of last year. Because there was about 3-4 days where I used some vacation time and I just took time off work and we were making beats and coming up with song ideas just all day. We were just locked in. That's where Billy BC came from. That's where Run It, my most recent single, that's where that came from. Or I should say our most recent single. That's where that came from. It came from those sessions. And then we had this idea to make a mixtape. And one thing I want to say, hold on, I'm making this lane switch. one thing I want to say, and I want to make clear with this, because I like to give context to things. I like people knowing what I'm trying to do when I put something out. I'm not, I haven't wanted to be mysterious for a long time like that. Like when I was a kid and I was like super into James Bond, and he's an international man of mystery, and I used to think that was cool, but there's nothing cool about that, really. Like, certain people pull it off well, like The Weeknd when he first started, he was mysterious, but at the end, you see where he is now. He ain't mysterious no more. Not really. Anyways, my songs so far and all my releases so far have been, for the most part, pretty thoughtful. It's not like just rapping to rap. It's not like punchline heavy, because even though I love all styles of hip hop, but I'm new to songwriting, so my pen, although I think I'm pretty great, I know that there's people that can, punchline you to death, bar you to death, song after song after song. I'm not there yet, and I know that, and I'm comfortable with that. So really what I've been relying on is making songs that are reliable. I've been relying on my skills as a producer and just my knowledge of like song structure to really make songs that, tell a story. But I want to try my hand at just rapping, just having fun with it. So I feel like there's those two sides to me. So Thunderkidd is my more introspective side. That's the more thoughtful side. Thunderkidd is going to give you those songs that have stories. And the Fly Jedi is the alternate. He's the flip side to that. So the Fly Jedi, he's flashy. He wants to wear expensive clothes. He wants to drive expensive cars. He's a little more materialistic. He's a little more impulsive, I guess. So I know there's people that listen to me and they're like, oh, you're different. You don't just rap about everything that other rappers rap about, like money, cars, clothes, all that stuff. Like, you maybe you'll, if y'all mess with this project, even if y'all like me for not doing that in my previous work, then you really fuck with me, and I appreciate you. I guess I'm just letting y'all know, like, this is gonna be a different side of me, and I'm excited for it. And no matter how anybody else thinks about it, just know that I love these songs. I'm gonna try not to hit my chest because I got the mic there. I really love these songs, for real. I'm playing around with different tones in my voice. I'm playing around with rhyme schemes and just all sorts of stuff. This has really been a challenge for me. I thought it was hard to write songs about a topic, and like when I first started writing songs, right? And so last year, that's all I was doing, was picking a topic and then writing songs all about that. But now, when it's just time to rap, it's just like damn, this is harder. This is harder than just picking a topic and sticking to it, because now I can go all over the place, So But yeah, you're gonna hear, and don't get it misconstrued. I'm not trying to talk about like, oh yeah, this is what I got. I like to look ahead. So I see myself as being successful already. Because I spent a lot of time just being worried about trying to make sure everything was perfect before I started so I could be successful. But it's like, you're not gonna be successful if you're scared to start. So now I try to think with the end in mind. So when you hear me talking about money and cars and clothes on this is me. Yeah, I'm going to talk like I got it. And I know I don't have it, but I know I'm going to. And you know what? If I flop and I never make it and I never make any money, I never become a full-time whatever, full-time artist, full-time creative, y'all can clip this and y'all can, put the sad violin music over it. Like all that. Yeah, y'all can do that. Y'all can clown me. I don't care. But just know that I tried. And know that I really put my all into it. This is not something that, like, I don't just make music just to make money. This is bigger than money for me. I've tried my hand at so many different jobs. I've been in food service. I'm currently working my second retail job. I've worked in a warehouse. I even tried doing, I don't know why I did. I got sucked up into the hype, but I tried doing Uber full time. And the crazy part is, the only job that I've ever had, and I know y'all are going to say, oh, Uber's not a real job. No, I really did that. Like, one income. I supported myself and my girl for a whole year doing Uber full time. And I had a whole system. I knew where to drive. I knew when to drive. Like, I would turn the app on and off if I wasn't in a certain area. Because, like, certain areas were no good to drive in. And I figured it out. I had a whole system to where I had it down to a science. So really, that's kind of what made it click for me. I'm just like, and at that point, what? Oh my God, just people in Maryland, bruh. People in Maryland drive like psychos. Anyway. So at that point in my life, I tried to sell beats. And I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know anything about marketing. I'd watched a lot of, a lot of videos on YouTube because I was really into that at the time. It was, I was really heavy into producer YouTube. And everybody's just like, oh, you should have a beat selling website. Here's a beat selling website. I make so much money selling these beats and da 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 da. So that's kind of, what I was doing. Hold on. I don't want to have this guy in the side of my video. I don't want him to think I'm recording him. Okay. You do. Gotta be respectful of other people. So So I had shut down my beat selling site because I didn't know anything about marketing. I wasn't making any money, and I just kind of felt like giving up on music. And so I shut down my site. I started doing the Uber thing full time. And it kind of showed me that if what it really means to put your mind to something. Because, you know, you hear that all the time. People are just like, oh, yeah, you want to, you know, I don't know what it is. You want to set up an Etsy shop and sell Starbucks cups and custom t-shirts and da-da. You go do that, and you can do anything you set your mind to. You know, like, people say that all the time, but they don't tell you about what it really feels like and all of what goes into doing something outside of the normal, you know, like, basically, they don't tell you what being an entrepreneur really is like. And I know it's Uber, so it was more like an independent contractor situation, but I feel like that was the first job I ever had where I really had to go out there and get it. Like, every day I had to have a goal of how much I had to make. I had a system of where I was going to drive and how long and da-da-da, and like when I was going to take breaks and things like that. I had to juggle the cost of gas, and like everything was on me except the platform, really. And so I made it through a whole year of doing that. And yeah, was I stressed at some points? Were there times when, let me check the time, make sure I'm not late for work. Because if I'm late, just sitting in the parking lot, that's crazy. Okay. There were times where I was stressed out, times where I thought, like, damn. Like, there was one time where I accidentally paid off an entire credit card balance of like $2,000. And I didn't have any money to cover that. So I was gonna, like, when I say I was at zero, or no, I had like 200 left in my account, and I only meant to spend 100 on the credit card balance. I put the whole 2,000. So I was 1,900 in the hole. I was so scared because I called the credit card company and they said, we can't do anything about it. Call your bank. I called the bank and they said, we can't do anything about it. So, I mean, you got a 24-hour grace period, and then we're going to charge you for those overdraft fees. So we have 24 hours. Basically, you have a business day, right? So fortunately, I did that on a Friday. So, and it was a holiday weekend. So the odds were in my favor. So I had an extended weekend to get all this money together. I drove my ass off and I made that money back and I put it in there and I didn't have any fees. So that showed me, like, and even after all that, I was like, I still got to do this how I wanted to do it. You know, it was, yeah, did I make a major mistake? Yes, but I cleaned it up. And it was just me. It was the effort that I put in, I got back. You know, I just want to do my life on my terms. And that's what music is for me. You know, that's how I know this is what I want to do. Because if I can do that with a job that's not supposed to be a job or whatever, I can do that with music. Because music is my entire life. Like, music, I hear music all the time. I hear music in my head right now. I can't turn it off. This is just how I am. Like, music isn't just a make money thing for me. Music is me. I am music. So, anyway, I gotta cut this short. This is actually pretty fun. I might do this again. I'm probably gonna do this again. I like talking, obviously. But yeah, I gotta cut this short. I gotta go to work. And I hope that I don't know. I just hope that y'all rock with this as much as I do. Futuristic fly shit, Planet 23. If I can grind through getting these mixes together and get this all done, it's gonna be out on my birthday in 13 days, but I might have to push it back. So we'll see. But yeah, y'all stay tuned for the next episode of this. I don't know how often I'm gonna do these. Maybe like once a month. I don't know. Maybe just whenever I feel like talking to y'all. And I don't want to save what I'm talking about for the music. But yeah, so if y'all want to see more of this, just let me know in the comments. Like, if you made it this far, first of all, that's insane. If you made it this far to the end of this, I thank you, because it's where we're at now with social media and everything. And, you know, you could be anywhere. You could be doing anything. You could have given your attention to anybody or anything else. Especially with, you know, short form video, you know, for those little quick dopamine hits, just always something else. But you chose to spend your time with me, hearing me ramble, hearing me just yap, basically, for almost 45 minutes straight. So if y'all want to see more of this, you know, like the video, leave a comment, like and subscribe. I never thought I'd fucking say those words, man. I used to want to be a YouTuber, but I saw how much work goes into uploading videos on a consistent basis, and I knew I couldn't do that. So, but I can't believe I just said like and subscribe. But yeah, so just you know, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll always see music popping up here. If you want more immediate updates on my music, or, you know, you just can't get enough of me rambling about different topics, you can follow me on Threads. I'm really active on there. Or if you still want to follow me, but you know, not really that much, you want to be a little more detached from me, you can always follow me on Instagram. So yeah. And of course, listen to my new music, Run It, Billy BC. They're on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere that you listen to music. Tidal, Pandora, YouTube Music. I might have said that already. But yeah, so check me out. I'll probably have my music playing in the background before I upload this. Or when I upload this, I'm gonna have my music in the background. No edits though. But yeah, anyway, so like, comment, subscribe, all that. Make sure you follow me on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to music. Make sure you follow me there so you hear my stuff first. And yeah, Thunderkidd is out. I'm gonna go work my day job and dream that I was somewhere else. Bye.